All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 5 of the Drive Time Podcast.
All right, yeah, it's Al and Parker coming to you live. Tonight we are driving to Adam's Bomb Open Mic.
This is the most stressful drive, too.
This is a drive time first, a DTF.
A DTF.
That's what we call it.
This is a DTF.
Yeah.
We're driving to D.C., and it is raining. So we are doing or Al, I should say, is doing the drive in the rain and podcast at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous,
Yeah.
especially because I can't turn the windshield wipers all the way up because they make noise and it'll mess with the recording. So we are really gambling our lives for the sake of this podcast.
For the 28 of you out there that
Yeah.
listen, which I just have to say is way higher than I thought it would be 4 episodes in.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, not to
Yeah.
sell ourselves short, but yeah, we spiked pretty hard because I remember during the last set we were saying we were at 12 and now we've more than doubled it. So pretty exciting. Thank you everybody.
Yeah, thank you
for tuning in. I want to shout out a couple people. My friend Andrew, he's been listening to every episode, so we appreciate Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
Haley, of course, and also we need to make a correction.
Oh, we need a correction
On the last episode.
Beep, 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 beep. Correction.
I incorrectly assumed that Ryan Pickett listened on Anchor. He clarified to me that he does listen on Spotify.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a big correction.
So that's
big,
pretty big.
That's a big miss.
I did not do my due diligence. So,
we're going to lose our Associated Press credits.
Yeah,
if we
I have realized that the Anchor
Same
person
old
listening
shit.
to on Anchor was me. So I've cleared that up.
What is Anchor? I still don't know what Anchor is.
Well, so it used to be like a separate thing where you could publish your podcast.
I thought it was separate.
It was, and then Spotify bought them out. So now it's like a way for you to post your podcast directly to Spotify without having to pay any money, so far as I know. But
that makes sense.
God knows there'll probably be some premium thing in like a month, and then
Yeah.
we get fucked and ruin our podcast. But exciting news about the podcast also, Parker, with us releasing.
Are you going here? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So our first episode, see, most podcasts, not most, but 12% of podcasts only release 1 episode. All right.
Oh, okay.
Another 6% after that only release 2 episodes. So with the release of our 3rd and 4th episode, we are just blasting past the competition.
Oh my gosh, this is like in Dark Souls when you beat the first boss.
Yeah.
And you look at how many people have done that, and it's only like 5% of people that bought the game can beat the first.
And you're like, damn, I'm the champ. I don't know. Maybe it's the COVID vaccine I got, but I've been like a little autistic with statistics recently. Because I looked up. I was like,
that sounds like a Beastie Boys line, does it? Getting autistic with statistics.
Tracking numbers is my mission. But yeah, no, I mean,
hanging out with mystics. Okay, I'll stop interrupting you.
No, it's fucking fire. That's what it is. But yeah, no, I've been looking into numbers. I was like, what is the average drive time in the country? And it does vary from place to place. But Maryland is actually has the second highest average drive time in America.
What? There's no way.
Yeah, at 33
More
minutes.
than California?
Yep.
33 minutes is how long it takes me to get to work.
Right. Okay.
Damn, I'm right on.
We're second to New York, who's is 33 and a half minutes.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Which pisses me off.
We need to start lying to these surveys so we can be number 1.
Yeah, here's the deal, guys. So we are going to encourage all of our listeners to stay on the road just 31 seconds longer so that Maryland can be number 1.
Yeah.
If you listen in Maryland. If you listen in New York, start speeding or stop taking public transit or something.
Yeah, go super fast. Get that NOS boost you were talking about.
Too fast and too furious.
Too fast. This is what I was thinking for a movie. Too Fast, By Curious.
Oh, I like that.
And it's a guy that doesn't know if he's gay, but he comes too fast.
Oh, I like
you know
that.
What I mean?
I like that. Would it still have Vin Diesel in?
No. I think it couldn't be Vin Diesel because
Also couldn't be Paul Walker.
it couldn't be.
I don't know if you're up to date. But
yeah, because he's dead.
correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you hit the nail on the head.
That's the one good thing about death is it does get rid of premature ejaculation.
That's
you
true.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't come
Doctors
too fast.
won't tell you that, but
Doctors hate him. This one trick by Dr. Kevorkian.
Yeah, exactly. You can't. I saw some story the other day about
Vin Diesel being bi-curious.
No,
I actually
about-
did hear Vin Diesel was bi.
Oh, really?
Just a side
he does
note.
play Dungeons and Dragons.
That's
Shout
pretty
out.
gay.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't know. We both play Dungeons and Dragons.
That's true. Level 14 half orc warlock. Not bragging.
That's pretty good. That's more than me. Our campaign just ended. I L the Lord of the Undead, who's supposed to be based off Larry David, but no one got it at all any of the times I go. That's pretty good. But no, I think Dungeons and Dragons is made by the devil. I think they got that right. Because in a weird way, you start thinking about this fantasy world, and we have known at least one comedian that got into Dungeons and Dragons,
right,
and then just fell off the face of the earth.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember who I'm talking about?
No.
Oh. Should I say his name?
Sure.
Taylor Peppers, old T. Peps.
Oh, really?
From Second Shift. Yeah, you don't remember that?
He looked like he'd be like real into Dungeons and Dragons, to be honest with you.
I wonder how he's doing.
He kind of reminds me, if you've seen the Hunger Games, of like the guy with the fire beard.
No, I've had sex, so I don't.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, same. But
seen
also,
the Hunger Games.
I just kind of envision it when I heard a girl tell me about the books.
Dude,
women be reading.
Dude, can you imagine if you met like a 35-year-old fat guy and he was like, I actually prefer the books, the Hunger Games, to the movies.
Yeah.
Like, that is the worst guy.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel that way about most people, to be honest with you.
That they're the worst people?
Well, yeah, but when they say, like, they're like, I prefer the books, shut the fuck up. Let people enjoy the movie.
Some books are better.
Well, yeah, like
I can't think of any, but...
Well, you went on that whole rant about the Lord of the Rings appendix on the other episode.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was probably superior. But I got to tell you, Parker, I'm coming to you rife with anxiety today.
Oh, anxiety.
I almost
this
just
is an
fell...
anxiety podcast.
Almost fell for a scam on the phone mere hours before.
Oh, no.
Here.
What was the scam?
Well, so your boy doesn't have health insurance right now.
Oh, no.
So I've been pursuing
Don't
health
tell
insurance.
the government.
Yeah, I know. You know how they be. Old Joey Bides.
They're like, we're not going to give it to you, but you got to have it.
Yeah. So, and I missed the open enrollment for Obamacare, unfortunately.
Supposedly Obamacare is dope, though.
Yeah, no, I've heard good things. But,
okay, sorry. Go ahead.
But no, so I was trying to enroll. I found this website that seemed legit. It was MarylandHealthcare.org, right?
.org. It has to be legit if it's .org.
See, here's my qualm with the Maryland Carroll County Public Schools education system. Outside of banning gay people, that's the main problem.
Listen, we can brush that under the rug, but not teaching us about healthcare scams.
Yeah, well, no. Here's the issue: is when they would tell us to look for sources, they were like, .coms you have to be wary, but .orgs and .govs are reliable.
Yeah,
they would tell us that. So whenever I see a .org, I inherently assume that it's legit,
trustworthy.
Yeah, trustworthy.
Here's all my money.
Yeah. But no, I'm talking on the phone with this guy. Initially, everything seems hunky-dory.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, we got I'm looking at the best options. He's like, let me put you on a brief hold. And then 8 seconds later, he's like, I found the best option. And I was like, you're really hunting, weren't you? So I started to give him a little bit of personal information.
Yeah.
And then
did you give him your social?
I did give him my social.
Oh, no.
I know. Don't scream into the mic. Look at that, Parker. Look at the sound waves. Spike.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But
I forgot your delicate ears don't have health insurance. If your ears get fucked up, they're gone forever.
But yeah, and then I was like, fuck. As soon as I did it, I was like, oh, you idiot.
Yeah.
But everything seemed good. And then right after I gave it to him, he starts pushing me super hard to give him card information. He's like, I got a great policy. And I was like, all right, well, if you could send it to me, I'll review it.
Yeah.
Then we could schedule a call for tomorrow. He's like, I'm actually not going to be in this office tomorrow. I'm going to be in a different office. And I was
what does that mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I was like, when will you be back in that office? He's like, probably Monday, but the deal's going to be gone then. I was like, what do you mean?
The deal's going to be gone?
I was like, it's health insurance, bro.
This isn't buying art or Ferraris or something where it's like, I gotta move this.
Yeah.
These are too hot.
Gotta move this weight. But yeah, he's like, so I have to do the payment today. And I was like, well, I would like to review this policy that you're telling me that I have.
Yeah, did he even tell you what the copay and shit was?
Well, he's like, no copay or no deductible. He said,
what fucking health insurance?
Whatever.
There's no deductible. That's like king. That's like a king's health insurance.
So the health insurance I had no deductible.
Oh, what?
So yeah, no, my mom has great health insurance. I'm very sad to not be on it anymore. But here's how I know it's great.
Why don't you say your mother's full name and where she works for the podcast?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll say her maiden name first, because I'm just giving out information today. But But yeah, so and then the guy like was getting fishier and fishier, and I was like, yeah, why don't you send this stuff to me? So I did. This is I think this of everything that I'm saying, this is the one gem of information to give our listeners is when you want to end a call with somebody, don't hang up when they're talking. Hang up when you're talking. All right, that's my strategy to make it seem like the call dropped. Right, I'll just be like, yeah. So I think this is a really good click. Because and that's obviously better, not for scammers so much, but just for people you don't want to talk to. I used to do it all the time when I worked in the car collision industry. I'd hang up on insurance adjusters all the fucking time. Fucking hate those people.
Oh, really?
They're the worst. They're always trying to nickel and dime you. They're like, we could not fix that, and I'm like, all right, but they're fucking sketchy. But anyway, so yeah, I did my hang up strategy on this fella, and I've just been rife with anxiety just reflecting upon it.
Oh, because he's going to scam you?
Well, so here's what I did. I was like, can you read back all the information?
Yeah.
And he's like, he said my address and stuff. And then he said my social. He's like, I can only see the last 4 digits. I'm like, so at least he personally can't screw me. The company might be able to.
No, he could totally be lying about that.
He could be lying about it. No, don't get me wrong. That's what I said. But I was like, all right, whatever. I'll probably.
Like, I part of one of these aspects of my job is like reading credit card information.
Right.
And we say we only store the last 4 digits of your credit card.
Yeah.
But there's like a moment where we do store the entire credit card. And like literally all it would take is one switch of JavaScript code.
Yeah.
And you could store the whole thing. I think that guy's just literally lying to you.
No, I agree.
But also, I don't know, like, can he get into your bank with just your social?
No, I don't. Yeah. I don't think so. Because he was trying to get my bank information, my credit card. I feel like if he was able to get it with just my social, he probably wouldn't have pestered me so hard about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. I don't have any money, so there's really nothing he could steal. My credit card's borderline maxed out. What's he gonna do?
Oh no, that's not good, Al.
Spend the remaining $300 of my $7,500 limit? Nah, bitch. You ain't getting.
You have a $7,500 limit?
Yeah. Well, my credit was good until like 2 months ago. I had like a 740. Now I have like
Damn.
Now I have like a 680, which isn't horrible. But
that
it's
isn't horrible. That's still not like no one's gonna lend to you. But
yeah. Yeah.
No, I think my credit card limit is like $2,000.
Well, that's what mine was originally.
Okay.
And then I was
they just up the limit without you asking for it?
Well, yeah, you just after 6 months you say increase limit, and then they'll bump it. They bumped it up to like 5, and then I just clicked the button again, and they bumped it up to 7,500. Like, all right.
You just keep clicking the button?
8 million.
Yeah.
Dude, I would never pay.
I'm just gonna buy Bitcoin on credit, and if it goes up, good, and if it doesn't, then I declare bankruptcy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, so that's the one anxiety thing. Second thing, I don't know if you saw my post, but I was assaulted on stage last night.
No, I did. What?
So
what happened?
And to our listeners, I don't mean Will Smith assaulted. I mean Harvey Weinstein assaulted. Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
hold on. Sorry, I'll let you tell the story.
Yeah. So I'm at Cellar Door, one of our favorite spots.
So we do love to shout out Cellar Door, Ryan Nazer.
And I start off on a bad foot with the audience, right?
Okay.
Because Charlotte DeCentro, a comedian, was on stage before me, and she's a kind of a portly woman, but she's a good sport about it.
Yeah.
She makes jokes. We make jokes. It's all well and good.
Everyone makes jokes.
All right. So she said on stage that she has a pet pig, and I went on stage and said I've heard of dogs looking like their owners, but Charlotte having a pet pig is a little too on the snout for me.
I think that's a pretty good joke.
Yeah,
personally.
So did the comedians in the room. The audience was not a fan. So that I was already lost the crowd.
Yeah,
from the
you
jump.
lost the crowd right away.
Then this old woman is like loudly talking to Ryan Nazer, who's the host of the Mike Great Dude. Books me and Parker a lot, which is why I like him so much. Now he's a good dude
though. Yeah.
But so this woman is like talking obnoxiously, like super loud. So I go, hey. I shout. I said,
you do a little shout.
Trying to perform here, that whole thing. And then
which never works.
Wait, no.
They never go, oh, I'm sorry. They always just
she like
be quiet for 5
approach
seconds.
the stage a little bit.
Approach the stage.
Now, if I could describe this woman, she looks like the crazy old cat lady from The Simpsons, like pretty similar to that.
Okay.
If you're hip to The Simpsons, but or like a witch. Like one of those like old women in the movies where you're like, if you're watching a horror movie, you're like,
my pretties.
You're like, this bitch's head's about to turn around.
Oh yeah, it's time to go to stand-up comedy, my pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
That vibe. Right. So she is like, starting to shout at me back.
Yeah.
And then Haley Nelson, who we know,
Yeah.
is sitting front row because she's sitting front row. If you guys don't know Haley Nelson, she is the mascot of the Baltimore comedy
She
scene.
goes to every show.
Every show. She's remarkably supportive.
Yes.
But so she says, leave him alone. He has a podcast.
Like he has a gun, but he has a podcast.
Yeah, leave him alone. He's got a podcast. Great plug for Drive Time.
Well, we do have a podcast, and old lady, if you're listening,
Right.
Fuck you.
Yeah. So she's
Can
like,
we get her name? Can we give her name out on the?
no, her name's Doris. Yeah,
Oh.
we could plug her name
All right,
for sure.
28 listeners, please call up any Dorises you know.
Yeah,
and
fuck Doris.
Harass them, please.
Yeah, but so then Haley says he's also engaged, so you should be nice to him. I don't know what Haley's trying to accomplish.
Yeah, I think she's just listing like the facts she knows about you.
Yeah. But so this old lady says, "Oh, well, congratulations, young man," and then says like, she says something along the lines of, "Here's my present to you."
Oh
and
no.
Starts to hobble on stage, embraces me.
Oh, God.
Grabs her arms around me, and then starts trying to kiss me.
No! Oh, my God.
She's got her little, her wrinkly fucking puss lips. She's trying to kiss me. I deflect it. Boom.
Yeah, because you're a martial artist.
Yeah.
That's the first day of martial arts is someone's trying to
Block.
quick me. How do I block a kiss?
Right. So I block her, and I'm on stage like, hey, audience, where the hell were you? Like, why didn't anybody say anything?
Yeah,
they were okay with me just being assaulted on stage by this wrinkly old woman.
Yeah.
Right? And then all of a sudden, she's the best audience member, laughing at all my jokes, attentive as shit.
Well, but she fell in love.
Yeah, no.
She had one kiss with you.
Yeah.
And it was, what a lot of people don't know about that, like the Snow White story.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's true love's kiss.
She looked like the witch in Snow White, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty dead on. So
okay, hell yeah.
For context. Right. So, yeah, it was just
that sucks.
Yeah, no, 2 days in a row where something...
Dude, if there's any old ladies at Adams Bomb, I'm going to be like, I'm going to go up to them and try and get them to kiss you, too.
Hell yeah. That's my target demographic now. But, dude, it was jarring. Like, it's maybe the most thrown off I've ever been on stage.
Well, dude, you know, that's the thing. And, like, I don't mean to get heavy at all. But, like, you know, I'm not the most attractive guy either.
Right.
But I've gotten, like, assaulted.
Why you say either?
I mean, sorry. You're right. You're engaged to a wonderful woman. I'm here alone. Buying one-bedroom apartments. You're like, is there any more occupants? And I start crying onto the application.
We could give you a dog. I know we say no dogs, but...
but, you know, it's kind of weird. Like, I've gotten assaulted before at bars and shit. And, like, you know... No one gives a fuck at all if you're a dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. People be groping, dude.
Yeah. Like, I've seen guys get their asses kicked for, like, there's one at CVP, Charles Village Pub. I went out one Halloween, and this dude took a picture of a girl's costume, but from the back. Which is bad. You shouldn't do that, obviously.
Correct.
But people, like threw him out on the street and, like, beat him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, no one would do that if a girl took a picture of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is weird. I don't want to get, you know, too like, oh, it's a double standard, you know, on the listeners. We're not trying to be one of those podcasts. But it was like...
No, this is the Andrew Tate podcast. When he's in jail, we're coming for the crown, baby.
We're alpha males or whatever he says, top dogs.
We're alpha males.
Yeah. But...
actually, the letter A has a hole in it. So it's kind of gay.
That is
I think we should be L males.
L males?
L, because it's straight.
It's the straightest
letter.
It's
the straightest letter.
Yeah.
We're L males. Okay, that's what we got to call our fans from now on.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a lot of females, so
yeah,
I think
L males. L males is good. Okay, cool.
But yeah, no, it was just a roller coaster of a time. But in happier news, you signed a lease for an apartment.
I signed a lease for an apartment. I'm moving down into the city. I'm very excited and kind of scared at the same time.
Yeah. How into the city we talking?
Like Canton. Do you know Canton?
Yeah, I know where Canton is. Yeah.
It's right in between Canton and Fells.
Oh, great. I'm going to have to drive farther to pick you up for drive time.
And into the city.
Into the city.
It's not going to be good.
Yeah, with my whole podcasting setup.
That's why we have to just drive, I don't know. It's not going to be as good. But I'm sorry I didn't consider drive time when I was making signing the lease.
It's a priority. But well, when do you move?
February 1st.
Nice. Yeah.
Soonish.
It's more convenient to pick you up for the show we're going to on Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to see Tom Myers' birthday celebration. You guys don't know Tom Myers. He's kind of a local legend in the...
They might know Tom Myers.
Yeah, so Tom Myers is a pretty notorious comic.
Yeah.
For his unique abilities as a performer.
You brought it up.
I
was going to bring it up.
Look, like... He's a little controversial.
He's a little controversial in the scene. He has beef with a lot of people.
He does have beef.
If you look at him, he has face tattoos. He looks like a guy with that. No, he doesn't have face tattoos.
I was gonna say
that would be a great turn, though. Can you imagine? Tom Myers goes full Post Malone, and he just starts.
Yeah, gets a gold tooth.
Honestly,
he would look kind of tough with a gold tooth.
He would look tough as fuck. He would. But no, we legitimately do love Tom. He is like one of the nicest guys in the world.
Yeah,
but
he was one of the first comics to compliment me back in the High Top
days. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if
that explains a lot. Actually,
it actually really does. Yeah, him and Drew Landry were the first two. Which
hell yeah.
Have you watched Drew Landry's special?
No, I
All My
haven't.
Friends Are Dead. It's good, dude.
Is it good?
Oh my god, yeah, it's really good.
Why don't you do like a 10-minute bit from the special?
Okay.
Real quick?
Well, I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, no, I'm just kidding.
But he talks about how like his first childhood friend died when he was like 4 or 5, and then his other childhood friend, his twin sister, who became his best friend, also died. So back to back.
Jesus.
So it's a downer, but it's like it's very funny, but it's kind of cathartic at the same time. Like it's a good.
Yeah.
I recommend it to our listeners. A lot of people we know putting out specials nowadays. So.
Who was it? Kyrie's got a special.
Got one out. His is, I think, Drew's just hit 10,000 views on YouTube. Kyrie's is on the cusp.
Yeah, hit 10K.
So big stuff.
What Matt Brown's recording one soon too.
Yeah.
We'll probably. Did you mix the exit?
Yep.
Fun. But we'll probably go to that, and then Okay, one thing I did want to talk about is this whole leasing thing.
Oh, yeah.
I had an application for a different place go through on Monday. And they called me, and, they're like, yeah, you qualify. It's like, yeah, I know I fucking qualify. And, I knew I was going to qualify. But she calls me, and she's like, great news. And she's like, okay, I'm going to send you over the lease for you to sign it. And I was like, okay, cool. How long do I have to sign it? Because I knew I was looking at the place I actually wanted. You know what I mean? So I was hoping... there could be some
overlap.
Yeah. And she goes 24 hours, and I'm like,
Jesus.
What the fuck is this? 24 hours. Like this whole getting an apartment thing has just made me realize like how inefficient so much stuff in our world is.
Oh, dude, I hear that. I fucking signed up for this videographer for me and Jackie's wedding.
Yeah.
Or contracted them or whatever, and they sent me like the estimate or whatever, and they're
is this the right exit?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, that worked out kinda.
Yeah.
That wasn't a quick big detour.
Yeah. So they were like, all right, so once you approve their. I guess it's the estimate or whatever. Or a quote.
Yeah.
They call it a quote.
Quote.
So they're like, once you approve the quote, we'll send over the invoice, and then we'll get the deposit figured out. Blah 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 blah. All right. So they send over the invoice, and I'm clicking through it, and it's like the deposit's due today, and I'm like, that's $1,100.
Yeah. Jesus, for just a videographer.
Yeah. So that's half.
Yeah,
dude,
but still,
wedding shit is so expensive. Like our photographer's like $3 something, our videographer's like $2 something. Like the venue's like $6,000. The food's gonna be like $3,000.
Holy shit!
That's
a lot of money.
Jackie spent $200 on a fucking veil when she wasn't even gonna have one. She got sold on it when she was wrapped up in the dress thing.
Dude, that's why you got to go with her to pick out her veil.
Oh yeah, no. Dude.
That's in every guide to every wedding guide, which I read religiously.
Yeah, no. Picking out the veil. That's a good one. God, that'd be kind of sad if you were reading wedding guides.
That kind of sounds like a metal band, Picking Out the Veil.
Yeah, well, there's the band Pierce the Veil.
Oh, okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Now that's a whiny, screamy band. We were talking about
that. My wife bought a veil.
Yeah,
Is
that was pretty dead on.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll give you that one. But
dude, all right. Maybe we should pivot to writing. I mean, no one checks the literature for weddings.
Right.
I don't know if anyone reads any wedding literature, but I'm sure there's some neurotic people that have to like have a guide for everything they do in life.
Yeah.
We could write one of those. No one would double check it.
I agree. Yeah, who's proofing them?
Who's saying, "Oh, this is right"? We should be like spend all the money on food and none on the venue.
Yeah, well, I kind of agree with that. You
think so?
Actually, no. Honestly, I don't think people really care that much about the food at wedding. I think people care more about the food during cocktail hour than they do during the food during the actual reception.
Well, I would agree. I would say this. I think if the food is bad, people kind of expect it to be bad.
Yeah, they might talk about it to their friends afterwards, but it's not ruining the night.
No, I mean, as long as it's not inedible.
Yeah.
But if the food is really good, people will also go, "Oh my gosh, that wedding had such."
Yeah.
Remember the food?
What a spread!
What a spread! But like with this leasing thing. Sorry,
Right.
just to go back.
No, you're
These
good,
places are open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and it's like, how?
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to take off work.
What does it make sense? Yeah, you can't take off
Yeah.
work to go put in.
You talked about this on episode 3.
I did.
Yeah, we're getting. Yeah, you're worried about overlap with the leasing stuff.
I'm getting all wrapped up.
Overlap with the cars. Oops, traffic slowed down a little bit, guys. Reminder: it is raining out here. If anybody's out here driving,
What road are we on again?
we are on. I actually don't know.
If you're going to DC,
Yeah, if
we're
you're
on
heading to
one of those roads.
If you're gonna hop on 50 and 23 miles, you can approximate your location.
Oh, I remember what I wanted, dude. I thought up a pretty good segment.
Okay.
I think for our what we're doing.
Yeah, whatever this is.
The idea is it's basically. Did you ever watch that show Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah.
But we just discuss like celebrities instead of like ninjas versus like
Oh yeah.
Eichmann.
That show kind of ticked me off though.
Why?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Because
Go off, King.
There was one episode. It was Ninja versus Spartan.
Ninja
All
versus
right.
Spartan. Okay.
Obviously, head to head.
Season 3, episode 16. I
Right,
remember
that's
it
the
well.
one.
No.
So, like, if we're talking like strength, combat, Spartan for sure, right? Here's my issue with the episode.
Okay.
Is like ninjas were obviously sneaky. They'd poison you while you're asleep.
Exactly.
And in the episode, the Spartan's walking by himself through the woods, which I don't think Spartans really know.
They don't really do that very much.
Yeah.
They're more of a pack tactics
and,
kind of
and
guy.
the ninja was hiding up in a tree in
Okay.
this reenactment. And when he jumps out of the tree, he goes, "Ha!" And the Spartan turns around and like blocks it with his shield. I was like, the ninja never would have done that.
Yeah, the ninja would have just like
The
set a
ninjas
trap.
the whole thing with the ninjas is they're like, I'm gonna put cow shit and let this shuriken rust, and I'm gonna throw it, and it's gonna skim your arm, and you die 2 weeks later. That's what ninja did. Ninja weren't like, all right, let me jump on you now.
They
Like,
literally were like in the honor culture that was feudal Japan. The
Right.
people that were like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fucking kill you.
Right. I don't know. It was just that
Okay,
was,
I totally understand that. Here's my one I want to throw at you.
Okay.
The Beastie Boys
oh, love this.
versus like a 7 foot, 400-pound guy in prison. Who do you think will win in a fight?
The guy in prison.
You think a guy in prison?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the
Okay.
Beastie Boys had bars for sure,
But they weren't. I'm talking like mid-20s Beastie Boys.
yeah.
I'm not talking the ones now, obviously, because
I mean, they were all like scrawny upper middle class white kids. Like, I really don't think they have a lot of scrapping.
But what about the coordination factor? What about they know when to come in when the other guy's coming
true.
out?
So
More so than other, like a random group of 3 people
Okay.
that be stepping on each other. They might be a little more coordinated, don't you think?
no, I could see that. Yeah, they've got the team mentality. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
the. No, I could definitely see that. You know, it's like if you ever see smaller birds attacking like a crow or a larger bird, they fly above.
What are you talking about? Whenever you see smaller birds attacking a larger bird?
I guess you didn't grow up on a farm, Parker. You don't know this shit.
What the fuck are
So
you talking
what'll
about?
happen if a larger crow
yes.
or a big bird is getting near the nest of barn swallows, right? Which is also what I call your mother. Barn swallows. Let me finish this. The barred
What the fuck?
The barred swallows will swarm above the bird's head, and they alternate just pecking the crow's head until it's leave. They like dive bomb it one at a time. So I think that's how the Beastie Boys would address that situation.
That kind of reminds me, like, have you ever seen like when a crocodile gets a gun? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I've seen
like that other common situation.
Yeah,
and
bro, dude, this happens all the time. I'm sorry you don't live near birds.
I live near plenty of birds.
Oh, I've never seen a bird anywhere near your house.
If you mean women.
Oh, these blades.
Yeah, a couple of baits. No, that's the wrong accent.
Oh, are you doing a new joke tonight? We had talked about doing a new segment.
Oh, what's the new segment?
Well, remember we said we were gonna tell the joke we were gonna tell, then we'd record the audio from our set.
Oh,
play it in the next episode.
okay.
I think we go for it.
I have a new part of a joke.
Okay.
It's about my bit on AA, right?
All right.
And it's that AA is and now imagine I just crushed with a couple earlier jokes about AA.
Yeah, murderous.
Murder. So my point is that AA is a very it's helped a ton of people.
Right.
But it is a very silly place.
Yeah.
You know? You might not know this, but it's the 12-step program.
Right.
And none of the steps are to stop drinking. I don't know about you, but if I was designing an alcoholic treatment plan,
right,
probably my first step would be stop drinking. And technically, Air Bud rules. There's no rule that says a dog can't play basketball.
Right.
There's no rule that says you can't go to AA loaded as fuck. You could do all 12 steps with a twisted tea in your hand, and they can get mad, but they can't kick you out.
Yeah. You might not get your chip, but...
And the other thing I wanted to do was, on that same line, was people have told me, you're not supposed to talk about AA outside of AA.
Right.
And I'm like, or else what? You know? Oh no, I can't go to churches at 9 o'clock at night anymore. Please help, I'm being chased by people that can't drive.
I can't enjoy a lackluster spread that doesn't feature any alcohol.
Oh, I can't have warm coffee. Lukewarm coffee. Yeah.
Also, I love how their substitute for alcohol is coffee, which is probably more addictive than alcohol.
Yeah, but the difference is you don't, do crazy shit on coffee.
Yeah.
Or most people don't.
I do, when I get all hopped up.
Have you watched those YouTube videos that going around now where it's this man ate 4 pounds of pure caffeine. This is what happened to his body. There's one guy on there
Jesus.
who just goes through what all these people ingesting different poisons basically and what happens to their body, and it's always just it's completely unenjoyable to watch. You don't feel good watching it.
Yeah.
But it's impossible for me to stop at 11 o'clock at night. You know what I mean?
I get that. No, there's
I have to know what happens if you eat styrofoam and gasoline mixed together. What does that do?
Yeah, well, there's one guy that I was watching for a little bit because I was exploring the idea of dabbling in mushrooms, so I was watching some YouTube videos.
Okay.
You know how you do. All right, but I was watching this one guy, and he tries all the drugs.
He tries them all?
Yeah, he's and then he'll document and put it on YouTube, that kind of thing. It's this is me. I tried mushrooms. Here's some of my experience. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But he does it with all of them, heroin and shit, right?
Oh my god!
And ketamine. My favorite video he's done. It was he's yeah, I can function. I'm not addicted to any of these. And then he does a follow-up video. He's yeah, my family left because I was addicted to drugs. And I'm yeah, no shit.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. Putting out a YouTube, anytime anyone calls you and you shit, you're dude, it's just for the channel. It's just for the channel.
No, imagine he's all right, my work week. So Monday I'm doing ketamine. He's
does he also review the things you have to do to support your drug addiction? Does he review sucking dick behind a dumpster too?
He's all right, when I'm looking to have another big score, what I do? You're going to want to go to your nearest gas station, bring a ski mask. The ski mask is important so you can do it again.
If you don't have plump lips, you're going to need some lipstick.
Yeah.
But okay, what joke are you thinking of doing? You think of a new one?
I've been listening to some history podcasts recently.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Well, I'm trying to get a little more learned, and I heard this one where it's people in
you have 2 degrees.
Yeah, but I don't know anything.
Oh, okay.
I got liberal arts
stepping
degrees.
on your joke,
You're good. But so basically, it's people in the 14 and 1500s used to think that potatoes were like legitimately evil. They thought they would bring out this evil stuff. They thought they would cause diseases. They
Okay.
even thought the potatoes could cause syphilis. All right.
wow.
What I want to know is who was fucking a potato. But I think it's a good cop out though if you're talking to your girl now and she's like, "Why did I get syphilis all of a sudden?" And
Yeah.
you're like, "Well, bitch, you wanted the French fries." Like,
To answer your question though, who was fucking the potatoes? The Irish.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
That's who was.
I like it.
No. That's good. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, a little something I'm working on.
Dude, it is good that we live in a world pretty much free of syphilis.
Yeah,
Like-
no, because it took out Al Capone. So just being his
yeah, 'cause
namesake, I'm nervous.
And like, it's not fun too. Like,
Yeah.
there are some diseases like a brain aneurysm where you just die right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are scared of that. I'm not scared of that. I'm scared of like the long, slow, painful death
Yeah.
where, you're a month in and the doctor's like, we don't have a cure for this and it's only going to get worse until you die. Enjoy the time you have now.
So that's like my thing with like flying in an airplane. Like,
Okay.
so some people are super anxious about flying.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, what if it crashes? But like, you're above the point where you'll survive, like 99%
True.
chance. So I'm like less concerned on an airplane than I am 15 feet up on a ladder.
Oh, totally.
Because I don't like that middle range where it's like I'm not going to die, but I'll
Yeah,
be
you'd be in-
mangled for life.
And be in incredible pain.
Yeah, that's my fear of height range. Is like, let's say 25 to 60 feet. You could survive within that range.
I don't think I've ever been on a ladder, ever. That
Really?
wasn't to a place.
Okay.
That all right, now that I'm thinking about that, that's pretty stupid. But do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I've climbed a ladder that like
is attached to a treehouse.
yes, but I don't think I've ever like put up a ladder that's of any significant height. I think I might have gone on a roof before, but like
Yeah, generally you need a ladder or climb out a window.
that's true. Roofs are tight too.
Roofs are tight.
That's the one good part about roofing is that you get to be on a roof.
You get
the
to
whole
hang out
time.
up there. Dude, the house I lived at before my current house had a great roof to chill on. I put a fucking lawn chair up there and was just drinking beer and throwing the cans
Really?
down into the yard. Oh my God, it's the most American thing I've ever done. I was just hucking up. Jackie was in Arizona visiting her one of her friends.
Yeah.
And I'm just slamming brews up on the roof of my house.
Well, dude, I went.
Cleaned up my gutters. It was nice.
How is cleaning your gutters? What do you do?
You just reach in there and scoop out the leaves and
Like
shit.
with your hand?
Yeah.
Oh, disgusting.
Well, I used a stick.
Why do they call it fisting the gutters?
Do they call it fisting the
I
gutters?
said, why don't they?
Uh-oh, they should.
That'd be more accurate.
Yeah, you're 2 knuckles deep in that fucking ladder,
Jesus Christ.
scooping out the muck.
Muck is a bad word too. I don't like muck.
Muck is a rough one.
Mostly because of the Pokemon.
Because of that whole if you spell it backwards, it's cum thing.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
Well, yeah. So people talk about it because, like, Arbok spelled backwards is cobra.
It's Cobra.
And Ekans or Ekans, however it is, spelled backwards is snake.
That's true.
So they're like, muck spelled backwards is cum. You never heard that one?
Nope. Me, the people I played Pokemon with, we were in it for the love of the game. You know
Yeah,
what
the
I mean?
grind.
We weren't in it for juvenile jokes.
Yeah, wordplay.
Wordplay. We were in to win.
We're trying to take down the Elite Four.
Yeah, the Elite Four.
Dude, it's like the only speedrunning guy I watch on YouTube is this guy named Small Ant.
I know Small Ant.
Dude, have you watched the speedruns of Pokemon?
Yeah.
They're insane.
He
He's
did
like,
that-
I'm
yeah,
gonna
go
go
ahead.
through without healing, or I'm gonna go through and I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
use any direct attack moves. How? And he's like, so basically what I do is I
Yeah.
use, toxic and I poison the Pokemon and then I just sit there and wait. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And it'll be like a Nuzlocke too. He's crazy.
I mean, those runs are crazy. There's this dude, kind of in that same vein, named YMFAH, who does like the Dark Souls games.
Oh yeah. Oh, the guy who like ran through like 8 games without taking damage.
No, that guy, that's a different guy. But he does kind of trick runs like that, where it's like, I'll beat all the bosses without attacking.
Oh yeah.
Or he did one of Skyrim where he can't walk.
So what did he do?
It's just crazy. You gotta watch the video. I mean, it's insane. But there's like some glitch you can do that Like he literally has like his like gamepad up the whole time,
Right.
and he doesn't press forward on it at all. You know.
Huh.
And you know what I was thinking is, you know, people that are
how good is sex going to be for that guy?
people that
Once he finally gets there.
once he figures that out. Making a woman come, no touch
without
challenge.
touching.
Yeah. All right, that's better than the joke I was gonna say. I kind of like that. I might put that in the back pocket. I might just steal that joke.
Yeah, do
from
it.
You.
Do it.
No.
I'm for it.
What's give us an old ETA, Al.
An
what are we looking
ETA,
at?
we're 22 out.
22 out. So
Yeah,
we'll get there 8:27. Be
Yeah.
alright. We'd be alright.
Yeah, we'll make it.
It's gonna be alright.
I told him, I was like, yeah, we're going to be there probably before showtime, but not by a whole lot. And he was like, all right, thanks for letting me know. So hopefully we don't get put up too awful late. And
yeah, we don't like getting put up late because we both have work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
do you have work tomorrow?
No, but I just want to make you feel good. But my fiance has work tomorrow, so I don't want to get home too awful late.
The old ball and chain.
old ball and chain.
You're going to be married now soon.
I know,
We're
right?
not going to be able to do the pod. You're not allowed to do podcasts if you're married.
Is that true?
That's a rule.
Ugh.
And I was looking up the Anchor terms of service.
Oh, damn.
And it says if you have a regular source of pussy, you cannot start a podcast.
I won't get the marriage license. I'll forge it. Be like, no, we got it, babe. They're good.
It is kind of weird that you need a license for marriage.
I have a license to kill.
I have a license to marry.
But no, I was talking about like history stuff. Have you ever heard of Pablo Escobar's Hippos?
Nope.
Okay, so there is a massive hippo problem in Colombia, which I didn't know about.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So
they're like the deadliest animal on earth.
They are, yeah. So basically what happened is, Pablo Escobar wanted to be like a bro of the people. So he built like a free
zoo?
Yeah, he built a free zoo
Hell yeah.
in there. And then once like he got raided and shit, they were like, we're sending all these animals to actual zoos. But for some reason they couldn't wrangle the hippos. And then the hippos escaped. All right.
Of course they can't wrangle the fucking hippos.
Yeah, they're fucking 3,000 pounds.
They're insane.
Yeah, so there was one male hippo and 3 female hippos, and they got to fucking, and now there's roughly 140 hippos.
Also, don't have that ratio of male to female hippos.
Yeah, well, that's the ratio they had.
Okay.
So, they tried to wrangle them, but like the people there are like, no, we love the hippos, and so they'll like kids will just come home with hippos. They'll bring like baby hippos back to their houses and shit. Yeah,
dude, I would be so scared if my kid brought home a baby hippo.
Yeah, dude, and they're like, yeah, they're so fun. They get slimy when they're wet. Ha ha ha. And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? But yeah, and apparently like the hippos shitting in the water and stuff is like destroying the ecosystem. It's like it's a whole
Jesus
thing.
Christ. Oh my God! Oh, Colombia.
Yeah, so there's like this hippo infestation out there, which I think is hilarious. But they were like, well, we can castrate the male hippos. It's like, first off, good fucking luck.
Oh yeah.
Because apparently hippos are like very sensitive to anesthesia. Like if you're off at all, it'll kill them. So they like can't.
What?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's just wild. And I heard that. I was like, what?
Oh God.
Just fucking hippos roaming.
Also,
Colombia.
the guy who found that out also probably killed like 30 hippos.
It's like, yo, a lot of these hippos taking a while to get back up.
Turn the anesthesia up just a little bit more. Maybe we can jolt him back.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that would be sick though to be a hippo doctor.
Yeah.
Like that's your job. You go around to zoos and shit, and you're like, oh, this hippo's sick.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of zoos, another exciting thing is that there's officially a porcupine in the Audubon Zoo in Louisiana named Al after your pal Al.
What do you mean?
So
what you mean, dog?
So my friends,
you're talking crazy right now, dog.
No, so my friend Eric and his girlfriend Gracie.
Yeah.
So they are zookeepers at the Audubon Zoo in New Orleans.
That's right.
And they got a floppy-headed porcupine, and they were like, it looks kind of like Al. So now there's a porcupine named after me.
You look like a floppy head. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, no, I got to show you this porcupine. Like, he got a big ass nose and everything. Like it is.
Oh, really?
The resemblance
That's
is
awesome.
uncanny. So yeah, there's a Drive Time officially has a mascot. It is the porcupine at the Audubon Zoo.
Right, we'll get some AI to draw up some art of a
porcupine.
Porcupine too.
But here's the deal. It's a Mexican dwarf porcupine, and I'm like, that's not me. They're like, it reminds me of Al. I'm like, I'm neither Mexican nor a dwarf.
That's kind of weird that they just named something like a subset of people.
Yeah, they're like,
hey, this is the fat bitch porcupine.
Look at this plump fuck.
Hey, we have the nerdy white guy porcupine over here. Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. Man.
I'm pretty big into armadillos. I don't know if you're a Dilla fan.
I'm definitely a Dillo dude.
A Dilla dude. And my dream has always been to own a 3-banded armadillo.
Okay.
Because those are the ones that can roll up into a ball.
Which is the one you want.
Yeah, and they're also very cute.
They are adorable.
The bad part about them is they have leprosy.
All of them?
Not all of them, but like a significant amount of the population, and you can transmit it to humans.
Damn.
And I don't want no Jesus disease, dog. You know what I mean?
That's a rough trade-off.
That is like leprosy. Do they even have a cure for it?
I don't know.
How do you treat? Do you go to the doctor and he's like, "Oh, your fingers fell off"? I'm thinking that's leprosy, but let me do the leprosy test real quick.
Yeah, that's tough.
Let's do an MRI.
I don't know. Armadillos are pretty sick, though. That might be worth it.
I like armadillos. People fuck with armadillos. There's a story like every couple years of someone trying to shoot an armadillo, and a lot of their I know a lot of armadillo facts, by the way, but a lot of their armor is tough enough that it can actually like reflect bullets. And so there's like every like 4 or 5 years there's a dude that kills themselves trying to shoot an armadillo.
That's
and the bullet bounces off and like nicks them in the throat, and they just bleed out. And the armadillo just goes along with its day. You know what I mean?
Well, what you also have to think about is their shells are round, right?
Yeah.
So it's better for deflecting bullets.
Oh, totally. They're with all the shootings that are going on in America, we might evolve to have round shells.
No, I agree. I've been saying we need one armadillo per student in every classroom in America.
Dude, imagine if that was your solution to gun control. Was it like getting rid of
armadillos?
guns? It was just giving everybody an armadillo shell that they could like ball up into. That's
all right,
bulletproof.
strap on your dillo shell.
Everyone's just walking around like Master Roshi or whatever, just like these huge backpacks.
Oh, that's awesome. God damn.
I kind of wish there were more Master Roshi characters in like Western media. Like just perverts, but are also really good at their jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's a fucking hobby. Dude, I love, look, I am not a big anime guy. I am definitely a dubbed over sub kind of guy.
I would agree there.
I'm not reading. But, so I got, right when the Battle of the Gods movie came out,
okay,
I bought it from like one of those anime stands in the mall.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, I'm like the first person to have this. Turns out I got the subbed version. What I didn't realize is how much they change it from the subbed version to the dubbed version to make it more like PC.
Oh yeah, in terms of like the kinky shit.
Yeah. Because like the Balma's like hosting that competition or whatever, and Master Roshi's like, "What are the prizes? I hope they're naked girl magazines."
Yes, he loves naked girl magazine, dude. The Dragon Ball, which I think you know is the anime before Dragon Ball Z.
Correct.
They leave a lot of that shit in there. Like the first episode, you totally see Goku's dick. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, no.
Like full on. And yeah, Master Roshi just wants like, can I get some nudie girl magazines? And
yeah, doesn't Goku try to like steal Bulma's underwear or something? There's
the ending of the first season of Dragon Ball, or the first arc of Dragon Ball, is I forget which bad guy. A bad guy gets the Dragon Balls. Okay.
Not what you want.
Not what you want. He summons the dragon, and the pig character, Oolong, to save the day, he jumps in front of him and asks for a woman's pair of underwear. That's his wish from the all-powerful dragon. I mean, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Dragon Ball, is that it's legitimately a funny show at times, you know?
Yeah.
And Goku, like, I think in the first episode, too, just sexually assaults Bulma.
Hilarious.
He just walks up to her and goes, "Where's your tail?" and like grabs her vagina or whatever. It's like, Goku, that's not where your tail is, buddy. That's just,
You
but
silly.
it's played for laughs.
Yeah, no, it's a bit.
You know.
It's a bit.
It's a bit.
I don't know if that's a stance we want to take on sexual assault.
No, it's definitely not.
It's fine when it's a bit.
If it's Japanese, they have a different culture.
That's true.
Are you saying you are against Japanese people?
You put me in a tough spot.
It's the ultimate. I call it the devil's arm lock. It's the ultimate. You don't like perverts? Oh, so you hate Japanese people? No. That's probably not the best bit to do, but okay.
Oh man. So what else has been going on in the life of Parker?
Not much, man. Just trying to make it through the day.
Yeah.
Work, comedy. There's not much time for much else. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong.
If you're doing comedy, like, if you're on the grind, like how me and Al are,
It's brutal.
listen, this is what they don't tell you about stand-up comedy. It's not just the most difficult thing to do in the world.
Which it is.
Which it isn't. It's not just, you have to watch a ton of horrible stand-up comedy.
Although that is a much larger part of it than I think people realize. You're just like, oh, great. I get to watch 38 comics.
That's what I tell people. They're like, oh, I love stand-up comedy. I'm like, don't be a comic then. Because,
it
like,
ruins it
I
for
still love stand-up, but, like, there's a part of me that absolutely despises stand-up.
I do not.
Oh, here, this is what...
I don't laugh at comedy the way I used to, for sure.
Dude,
like,
I've been doing a rewatch of Seinfeld.
Okay.
One of the best shows ever made. You can see how it's a blueprint for, like...
All the other ones.
All the other ones. But Jerry's stand-up in it is... Like, some of it is good, I'll admit, but a lot of it is just, like, literally, like, worse than, like, open mic comedy you hear today.
Damn.
Like, it's literally, like... I think the bit I heard him do, he was talking about... Like, laundry day, that's like a party for your clothes. It's like, Jerry, don't act this one out. Don't do it.
So it's kind of funny that was a bit that he did, because when I was like 8 and I discovered there was a parody artist named Weird Al, I was like, my name's Al. I guess I also have to be a parody artist.
Yeah.
First one I tried to do was Party Like a Rock Star by Shop Boys.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, what if it was Party in My Sock Drawer?
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
So I would just like to say I came up with a Jerry Seinfeld bit independently when I was like 9 or 10 or whatever Party Like a Rockstar came out.
It's just so weird because he does have some bangers on there, and I'm sure it must be difficult, like, coming up with 5 minutes of comedy that have to do with the episode every week. Like, I'm not saying that's easy, but it's just like... This is who some people think is the best stand-up comic of all time.
Speaking of challenging...
If you ask Patrice O'Neal to do that shit...
Yeah.
I mean, one, it wouldn't get on TV, but it would be funnier,
Dude,
I think.
one of our friends, Ron Kane, offered me a spot on a show. He's like, it's in July. It's 10 to 15. Clean. You know me, Parker. I don't work clean. I told him, he's like, I know you don't normally work clean. It's a well-paying spot. It's going to be at a campground. There's going to be families there.
Dude, fuck that shit.
I was like, here's the deal. I will let you know in a little bit. Let me see if I can write clean comedy first, because like I don't know.
You can't. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not specifically saying you can't. I'm saying it's very difficult to write clean.
Not only is it very difficult, but like
what's this guy got?
I don't fucking know. This
we're by the McDonald's and the Exxon.
About to turn on Bladensburg
Dude,
Road.
There's 2 different Exxons literally across the street from each other.
They are. We got rival Exxons.
Oh, these people definitely had an accident.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We got the double Exxon. You might call it the XXX
Oh shit!
If you were,
wasn't that rapper that died? XXX Tentexon.
Yeah, the dude that like beat his wife.
Yeah, that's why everybody's like he was an icon. I was like, he seemed like a real piece of shit.
I'm the complete opposite. I'm gonna say you can't judge rappers for being bad people. You can't say that they're bad rappers then, because then all rappers are bad rappers.
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls and Tupac, like, had people murdered. Go watch any of those documentaries.
Yeah.
Like, they put out hits on people. They didn't just rap about it. 50 Cent, like, literally can get people killed.
I mean,
if he wants.
he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't
He ain't
fucking
breathing.
breathing. He
There are a
rapped
lot of-
about it.
There are a lot of people that aren't like that pretend to be. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
there are a lot of people that just like, if you're really gonna judge, I mean, Dr. Dre put out a song about not doing drugs, and then the next album he put out was called The Chronic.
Express yourself.
Do it. Then after the show, they go looking for the dope man. That would be a good rapper name, Dope Man.
Dope Man.
That would be. Has anyone stolen that?
I don't know. I know there's a rock metal fusion group called Power Man 5000.
Yeah, I did. Well, Power Man 5000, Worlds Collide.
Yeah, that's
off
the
the
one.
Tony Hawk's
Yeah.
Pro Skater 2.
Worlds Collide.
What a good. Oh, you ready to go?
Yeah, it's
I'm
also
ready
in
to
either Need for Speed Underground 2 or Need for Speed Most Wanted. But, dude, video game soundtracks back in the day.
Oh.
Good lord.
Well, specifically Need for Speed and Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah, so Need for Speed Underground 2, because they had a remix of Riders on the Storm by the Doors with Snoop Dogg on.
Really?
Snoop Dogg was built for that song. Because it's like, Riders. Like, the whole song is like his vibe. Like, it's super chill.
It's chill.
And then he's like, with the Lizard King jumping in the back.
Yeah.
Look at that. And you're like, I don't know who the fucking Lizard King is, but I'm on board with what you're saying, Snoop Dogg.
All right, how about I'm Dope Man and you're the Lizard King?
I'm the Lizard King? Fuck yeah.
Dude.
Lizard King and the Dope Man. We did talk about potentially improvising our intro songs on every episode.
I think we do one good one.
Okay.
If we do it every episode, I think it's not gonna be good.
I don't think it's gonna be good either way. I think that's kind of the novelty of it. Well, because look, the whole thing of this podcast, it's just two guys talking in the car, right?
Two guys talking in the car.
And what do we do
what
when
else
we're
do
drunk?
We do in the car?
Freestyle.
We
rap.
freestyle in the car. We should also. All right, if we're doing that though, we should also eat fast food.
Pause. I did not like the look of the liquor store we just drove by.
Yeah.
That was a real all right, man. You can.
Are we in the Dave Chappelle part of DC? No. Dude, one of these, the place I saw for an apartment.
Okay.
That had the 24-hour.
Yeah.
lease,
Yeah.
They have a 1.2 on Google reviews.
Which is not good.
Out of 5.
Yeah.
1.2.
But also, not to give them too much credit, because we know most of those places are scamming huts.
Yeah.
But what kind of demographic are they attracting that maybe is not paying the rent, you know?
That's true. But, sometimes you do
Somebody's
pay the rent.
getting repoed.
Oh, we got a repo.
Somebody's getting repoed. Where the fuck are we?
Rosés, beer, wine, and spirits. Yeah, all right, I'm not going to lie. The double Exxon kind of freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah.
What is going on there?
I don't know. This is like some weird upside-down world.
I don't like it. Oh, my God. Now people are driving on the left-hand side of the road?
Fuck me.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay.
I don't know.
but
Did you go to Australia instead of D.C.?
Right now I'm driving on the trolley
left?
tracks.
This is fucking Australia, dude.
Dude, this is... Oh, look. A Kratom and hookah store. Good.
I hope
wait,
the
hold
comedy's
on.
there.
Korean fusion. All right, that's good. That's a good
Okay,
sign.
we like Korean fusion. Even though that name is a little weird.
Look, I'm not trying to make any assumptions. All I'm saying is I'm seeing a lot of signs that black comedians have warned us about.
There's just something called brine. That's good.
That's good. What is this? Atlas? Oh, I bet that's a fucking hopping club.
Oh.
Is there a line out the door on a... Is that an owl? Oh, no, that's a fake owl. Damn, I got excited.
All right, we saw the movie theater. What is that? Why Lions United House for all people with lions in front? We just saw a church with lion statues.
DC Diner open late, gated off. Good sign.
Oh my God!
Get in the zone. Toe zone.
I hope this tram doesn't come through here. I feel it'll hit all these parked cars.
Yeah, what is the tram policy?
What is the tram policy?
Chung man.
Oh, dude. I don't know if you can say that.
Dude, I don't know what it is about Asian restaurants, but I can't help say the name.
Chung man?
Chung man.
That is dangerously close
Chung
to something
man,
you can't say.
Come together with your hands.
I don't like that name.
Chung Man.
Are we close? How far are we?
We are 1 minute away, 0.2
Okay.
miles.
Cool.
So I'm thinking we wrap up the podcast while we're still moving,
I like
so
it.
that nobody sees the tablet, because like most of this area looks nice.
Yeah,
There's just it's like
we're not saying it's bad. It's just there are,
one in every 8 businesses is the scariest storefront that I've ever
it's
seen.
like when you're trick or treating and some of the candy is unwrapped, and you're like, I'm not gonna eat.
Right.
I'm gonna eat the rest,
yeah.
but I'm not gonna eat the unwrapped candy.
All
Okay.
right.
You want to do a little sign off?
Yeah, let's do a sign off, guys. This has been the Drive Time Podcast. We'll hit you with another one here in but a moment. Yeah, hopefully everybody has a good one. Is this a one-way street? No, it's not. Okay. Whew, goddamn. All right. This has been Drive Time. See you
Have
guys
a good
later.
one. Peace.
Bye.